3 matches to go here on the day. Cloud9 versus Renegades is coming up right now. With the commentary is Wave Punk and Shogun. Take it away, guys.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. Cloud9 versus Renegades. You might look at this match and be like, Renegades is already out of the top 6. So, like, how does this match really matter? They did a great job telling you why over on the desk. If Cloud9 sweeps here, they guarantee a spot in the top 2. That would knock NRG's chances of being in the top 2 completely out, because then the winner of G2 Ghost would get the other spot. So there's still definitely something to watch here. The story is, can Cloud9 get the sweep here?
Well, for Renegades as well, there's still plenty to play for in terms of they need momentum, and this is a big game for them to play to start getting that momentum heading into that promotion tournament that they're going to have 2 weeks' time, or 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks.
It's a certain amount of time.
It is. It's definitely a ways away, but this is a big match for them in order to gain that momentum and also play party poopers just a little bit. You know, no player wants to go out there and just go, oh, we're done. It's not going to happen now. They're going to come here and play properly. Question is, what's Cloud9 got, especially when they've got a huge match later on against NRG?
Yeah, we will wait to see, can Cloud9 get the sweep here? But I like that you bring up, you know, Renegades, what did they have to play for in this match? What should the Renegades fans be watching for at this point? You want to see Renegades trying their hardest here, because that promotion relegation tournament is no walk in the park. You've got 2 teams who are desperate to get into RLCS. You've got 2 teams who really want to stay in RLCS and are having to play from the top, being like, no, stay away. We want to keep this spot. And you know that Fabian and Out of Style want those spots to be taken, to get those spots here from Renegades or from Allegiance. So, can they do it here? This is going to be the best practice they're going to have.
I think the main thing that I'm hoping Renegades has changed is I hope that they fix Dapper's car. I swear it's been broken all season. They've had it in the garage. He's finally back. He's going to play well this series.
I mean, it looks like the exact same car. I don't think they did anything to the...
He rebinded the jump key.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He's had it off all season.
Well, we'll see if he's able to move that one away. You see Renegades here playing with Moses. They played with Miho last week, and to mixed results. So Moses back in here, the original starter, filling out the roster once more. Cloud9 with the chance to do it right now to secure top 2 victory. Cloud9 starting on the offense here. Timmy and Moses tangled up with each other in the air. This one will get lofted. Gimmick could shoot, but he'll choose to go to the side. And then go for the bump on Dapper, just opening up holes on the defense, but Torment demolished by Dapper after getting bumped there by Gimmick. Now the creative play is coming out. They've got the ball into the box, but can they send it into the goal? Another demo on Torment. It's 2 in a row here. Squishy will look for Timmy this time.
Leave each other alone, please.
This is another one. They're just continuing on. That's 4 demos in the first minute here. Squishy takes a shot towards the net, actually goes through, and you gotta wonder, is having that many demolitions just get into your mind as a defender?
No, there was a big problem here. Dapper takes a little bit of a move forward. You can see him starting to come back immediately after that. He mispositioned himself and allowed Squishy to take that shot. Very smart there from Squishy to notice that Dapper had moved himself out, but that is a small mistake that cost you at this level.
Now Cloud9 with the lead here in game number 1. Can they hold on? Got to be perfect here to secure top 2. Squishy. Soft pass towards Timmy will be intercepted, or towards Gimmick will be intercepted by Timmy. Now Torment down the field. Timmy in the corner. Buys time, bring Torment into the corner before flicking it over him. Now getting it past Squishy as well. It's just Gimmick in the back. Timmy airborne might be able to make the shot, but Gimmick's there. Be able to play it away. Now Torment up on the wall. Gimmick following. Torment finds Squishy in the center, and he'll put it onto the backboard. Nobody home, but Gimmick, the next shooter in line, demolished by Moses in the midfield. Cloud9 just got to buy some time while they get things sort of back on the defense. A long clear will give them time to get some boost as well. Now Squishy off the wall. Carries it out of the midfield. Dapper soft touch. Be followed up by Timmy. Long clear up. Gimmick shot goes in off the side of his car. Oblong angle here, but he makes it a 2-0 game.
Lethal. Absolutely lethal. Gimmick, that is one heck of an angle. And to get that one as a bar down shot is ludicrous. This is what Cloud9 has done all season, and it looks like they're not going to stop in week number 5.
And to put it off of his spoiler, like, it doesn't even look like he's going to shoot at that point. You know, it looks like he's already given up and going for boost.
Well, as a defender, you got to look at it and just go, okay, he's playing that into the corner. We got to get ourselves set for a pass.
Yeah.
Not, oh, okay, the shot is being levered at our goal.
Moses looking for Dapper. Gimmick will intercept the pass, but Timmy with the read drops it back down to the midfield. Now Squishy bluffing this one. Torment to try and take a shot straight through. Blocked away by the Renegades defense. Here's Timmy in the back. Squishy in net. A bit confused here, but he'll still get the save. But Moses in with a follow-up. Sends that one through and gets Renegades on the board.
Yeah, smart rotations here from the Renegades is exactly what they need to be doing. Squishy was by himself. He tried to play the shot instead, expecting the pass into the middle, but could not quite get enough, and that just lined straight up to Moses, who, despite his struggle this season, he's still a premier Rocket League player. He is not going to miss that.
2:12 left on the clock. Past halftime here. Cloud9 has the 1-goal lead. See if they can hold on to it, or can Renegades play spoiler here in game number 1, immediately taking away the chance of a sweep. They have to score at least 2 more goals to make it happen. Torment onto the backboard. Moses will get the touch, and Gimmick will not have the read. Now Dapper and Timmy going for the slow plays. Excellent position by Squishy. Try and get it out. Torment and net over the top of Timmy. They'll play this one down into the corner. Squishy, he's got 2 players coming down on him here. Defense pass 1, but Timmy's able to set it up high. Gimmick, nice touch to the side, but Timmy's there. He can put another shot into the net. Torment gets in the way, and now Dapper inbound the last shot there. It will be defended by Timmy. He'll send it off to the side, but Cloud9 held on through 3 different touches from Renegades. They're doing their best to tie up this one. No complacency from the team, even though they're already out, using this match for all it's worth, trying to get the best practice they can in.
I think you can kind of tell the moment we saw Moses playing for this series, it was a case of we knew that they were going to be taking this seriously because they did not put the sub in. They want everyone on their main roster to be getting time and practicing ahead of that tournament against the best possible competition they can get.
Pitch, Dapper and Torment goes over to the side. Squishy picks it up and then bumps Moses so the loft goes high. Now Torment across the field towards the corner. It'll be Dapper who moves first. Squishy's falling behind him. He's got Gimmick in as well. Torment at the midfield. Moses here. Squishy just turns quickly, doesn't even rotate, lets it sit there for Torment. Tries to put it across towards Gimmick. Dapper back into the middle. Just a 1-goal game. 20 seconds remaining. Dapper moving up. He brought up Squishy with him. It'll be Squishy whose touch comes out a bit stronger. Torment will put it to the side here. Not the best of clears. Timmy tries to put more pressure on. You can see all of Cloud9 in the corner. Gimmick will try to come across the net. Dapper puts it through. You saw all 3 players off to the side, and then no one really knew how to go for the ball because they're all in the same spot there, and Renegades capitalizes.
Yeah, Cloud9, they've been playing defense so well all game, but they just got a little bit too confident in it. Not respecting the fact that Renegades can pull off those sort of plays. Not respecting the fact that Renegades have been an elite team before. The majority of these players went to the LAN last season. They know how to perform those sorts of plays. And it's going to result in us getting an overtime in this opening matchup.
The Renegades coming back in the last few seconds here. Again, if they win this game number 1, the chances of the sweep for Cloud9 are gone. And they have to hope for tiebreakers and better play later on.
Yeah, we've got to remember,
now Squishy, oh, the Gimmick. Can he put this one through? He'll drop it to the net over the top of Timmy. Cleanly getting the win here, Cloud9. Only took him 15 seconds.
Ball put up. There's no one in net, but Gimmick, that's still a very impressive shot to be taking. Still chasing that goal scorer of the season medal. And considering Sizz did not have a great goal scoring session earlier on, then as some of his rivals already put down, picking himself up 2 goals in this match. Cloud9 still on target for that sweep, despite it being a little bit rough for them.
Yeah, no, it was a good showing by Renegades. I'm loving the way they're playing. They're playing aggressive. They're playing like they have something to lose, and they're trying to put in as much time in that. You made a great point there. The fact that they are starting Moses in this situation shows that they are wanting to get Moses as much experience playing against top-level plays they can to be ready for that promotion relegation tournament.
Well, there's 2 ways of looking at this. Obviously, we don't know how this team is talking behind the scenes. So this is either one of 2 things. This is either, okay, Moses, you are definitely playing.
Sure.
We're going to put you in there. We're going to get you the most amount of time possible. Or this is the last chance saloon.
Sure.
And they could have... We don't know too much, but I'm going to lean more towards the first one of this is a good opportunity to be getting that sort of time, and I think it would be unfair on the player that you're putting in that position to go, okay, here's one of the best teams in North America.
Yeah.
Play well or you're out.
Yeah. But either way, I think it's a strong motivation for Moses and for all of these Renegades roster to put their best foot forward, to show that they can beat these teams. And I mean, even if it's just to strike some fear into the hearts of, Fabian and Out of Style, that, you're going up against the bottom teams from RLCS, but the bottom teams from RLCS are the top 8 teams in North America here. These guys, they've done it before. We knocked you into the RLRS last season. We could do it again.
Now, one thing I do want to see from both of these squads heading into this second game is I want that midfield to start be challenged. No one's trying to control those 2 middle boosts. No one's trying to challenge in the midfield area at all. Instead, we've seen end-to-end gameplay with 3 players in net. For Cloud9, I just don't think that suits them at all.
They do go for kind of strong defense and then break out quick transitions, aggressive offenses. Not as much the midfield rotations. But being one of the top teams in North America, if not the top team in North America, they're capable of any strat you put at them. I mean, when you talk about people who are defining the meta, people like Squishy are one of the strongest names in Rocket League.
Still don't like him for making everyone take ceiling shots. I will hold that against him until it stops being a thing.
Torment passing down to Squishy over the top of 2 into the net. Oh, will it go in? Moses is there, but Squishy, good read there to know where Moses was going to try and get the clear, and Cloud9 has the lead.
Oh, Squishy, I just can't stay mad at you. Shots like that should have been in. It just teases it for the longest period of time. And Moses, I mean, I've spent enough time in America now. I can actually make a reference to something. You look like a quarterback with everyone just running towards him.
Yeah, his linemen are out. He's like, oh dear, what do I do?
TCU.
It's coming down. TCU Horned Frogs currently leading West Virginia 7-3 last time I checked. Hopefully they're holding on to that lead.
Oh, I regret all of this already.
You set me up. I had to take it. Dapper puts the shot down. Squishy clears it over to the side. Now Squishy out towards Gimmick. Over onto the wall. The ball wrapping around here. He's got Dapper in the middle who looks, and Dapper, I just noticed, Dapper is currently playing a Dominus. He completely switched hitboxes here for game number 2.
I told you they were trying to fix the car.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it. They got him a new one.
When you ask him, man, why would he play Dominus? He's not as good with the Dominus. Just look at his car. Look at the glasses on top. He says, deal with it.
It's kind of surprising that he does go for the Dominus, because people, if they want to go for that flat car, they do usually just go for the Batmobile. So very curious. I'm sure he's got his reasons for it. Might just be comfort.
Well, and Timmy, who was playing Batmobile last game, has switched on to Octane. So they're switching up who is using the flat car here in the match. Moses is the only player staying on his current model. 3:14 left to go. Cloud9, after that brilliant goal from Squishy earlier, now with another opportunity to score. Shot towards net blocked by Dapper, but Squishy will drop it back in. Torment up, looks for the soft shot, cleared by Moses. Excellent read. Cloud9 forced to go for the back pass here to get it away. Block that transition as Renegades had all the cards in their favor. Now Squishy out towards Gimmick. Shot towards the net. Moses again with the save. Defense holding on right now for Renegades.
I don't even know how they expected that shot. Gimmick took one of the least orthodox shots I've ever seen as Squishy just gets splattered in the ceiling. But Renegades, they are looking much better this series. They just need to start controlling the ball a little bit more rather than taking these touches, because usually they get challenged. That time it didn't.
Squishy into the corner. We'll see Timmy put it into the box. Dapper looks for the shot, but doesn't find it. So close. The best offensive play I feel like we've seen from this Renegade squad the whole night. And now Squishy nearly able to put it into the upper 90, but puts it just a bit too high. Now we'll see Moses with the flick over the top of Gimmick. Dapper can take the shot, puts it just high of the net again. What has been a story all day for these teams, putting together great plays. And what? No way! Squishy, he gets airborne just in time before Dapper was about to touch him. What a play.
I think the ball cam just really confused me for a second there, but Squishy doesn't let it drop once. Goes for the flick, one of the premier 1v1 players in the whole of North America, showing off right there. A rare situation where you get to show off some of your 1v1 skills in a standard game.
And the air dribble off the ground, too. Not using the wall, not going for a pop, just picking it up and just carrying it. What a beautiful play. Dapper into the box now. Gimmick will interrupt before Moses can take the shot. With 1:54 left to go, Cloud9 up by 2. They got the win in game 1. Again, the sweep puts them into the top 2. So they have to do it 2 more times. They are poised to take the victory here in game 2 as well right now. Timmy out. Midfield. Lofts trying to buy time for Dapper. He probably wanted to put it into the corner, but didn't find it. Squishy underneath Moses. Timmy will put it to the side. To try and wrap around and get the bump on Moses. Squishy in with the shot. The beautiful setup here. Torment made, just opened the gates, and Squishy slammed it home.
Hi, Moses.
Yep.
Bye, Moses. Oh, it's just going to be so frustrating if you're on the side of Renegades. You're trying absolutely everything, but once again, I brought it up earlier in the game, it's these tap-away defensive plays. They have no one to aim for a pass from the save. They can't take it down for a dribble, and it just allows Cloud9 to squeeze in further and further and predict what they're going to do.
Torment Squishy here in the midfield as Moses is clear, just lands on the hood of Squishy. He'll follow this one through by himself, just puts it right in front of the box. Dapper will be able to carry it away before the follow-up can come through from Cloud9, but just a beautiful setup there by Squishy, and Gimmick will slam another one home. 4-0. Looks like Cloud9 is going to be up by 2.
This was the only part of Cloud9's play that we were missing out on up until this point. Those passing, cutting passes through the middle of the field, and then finally starting to get that off. Oh boy, if you are every team in North America, I'd be very afraid right now because Renegades have not played badly. The rotation's a little bit off, but for the most part, it's been solid. They've managed to rotate, I mean, not rotate, they managed to adapt pretty well, but Cloud9 spotted it, and now they've recognized how to get through the gaps.
Just the triple threat offense. Everybody is a threat for the pass, everybody's a threat for the shot, everybody's a threat for the air dribble. And when you have so many options, I mean, you saw the play where I believe it was Gimmick bumping, or it was Torment bumping Moses out of net, and then Timmy's there. And as Squishy takes the shot, Timmy rockets straight up, assuming the shot would go upper 90, but no. Squishy just glues it to the ground and rolls it in underneath him. And when you have so many tools at your disposal, so many tools in your toolbox there, as this Cloud9 roster does, how do you defend it? Right now, Renegades asking that very question, as they have yet to even get a goal in this game, as we have only 8 seconds remaining.
Well, you did ask how exactly do you defeat it. I mean, it might have been a rhetorical question, but I will attempt to answer anyway. It's a case of you do have to stay in motion at all times. You have to challenge everything because Cloud9, once they get the ball in their possession, once they start getting those passing plays going, then it is just so dangerous because they've got every single player to aim for. They can go for bumps, passes, dribbles, you name it, they can do it.
And we can just watch this dribble from Gimmick. I wanted everyone to appreciate how brilliant the plays are from these guys. They'll be able to take it out of their own net. I believe it's Squishy here with the dribble. And look at how close Dapper gets up behind him. And he lofts just in time to make sure he avoids the demo. Timmy's not ready for it. Can't get there. And, it's this sort of stuff that just people consider Squishy to be the best in the world, and it's plays like this that do it.
I can't even complete the dribble challenges. Do you know how annoying that is for me to watch?
Was it? No, it was Dapper. Well, speaking of the dribble challenge, it's actually Dapper, I believe, who I want to say he holds a world record. It's possible that someone's broken it
Everyone's
already.
tried to break. I kind of enjoy that though.
He
The
beat
fact
it in
that
like
everyone's going,
8 minutes.
I want it.
8 minutes.
Cool. Give me 8 days.
Yeah, no.
I'll be stage 1. You watch me.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Go try the dribble challenges. It's absolutely nuts at this point.
And then stop playing the dribble challenge because you'll just go insane.
Cloud9, 1 game away right now from clinching a top 2 spot and a bye straight into the World Championships. They want it so badly. Can they get it in this 3rd game, Coach Shogun?
Honestly, they looked a little bit, you know, it was shaky in game 1. But it looked like they figured out the Renegades in the last game. The fact that they are always tapping that ball away, and they just started getting closer and closer. If you watched cricket, which I know you haven't, then you kind of know exactly what they're trying to do. Or hit the ball away, and we're just going to be so close to you that we can just catch it almost immediately. That is exactly what they're trying to do here. Renegades need to come up with something new, otherwise Cloud9 are going to go to the World Championships.
They've done the first 2 steps. The last one right here in front of them for the taking. In game number 1, Renegades sent us to overtime. Made it competitive, looked like there was a shot. Here's a nice pass inwards. Moses takes the shot, but Gimmick in the way. And Torment with the save. Cloud9 will get that one off. Here comes another follow-up. Oh, Dapper's touch. Not what he was looking for. Squishy will look to pass towards Gimmick. Moses airborne to the corner. Squishy to wrap it around. Down in front of Gimmick. Back into the corner for Squishy.
Something very curious to note here is the fact that Renegades in the last game, they were trying a lot of those cutting infield passes, trying to do what Cloud9 do to everyone else against the originators of it. And it seemed like it was getting read by Cloud9 last game, but Renegades are coming to this game and they are doubling down on this strategy. They are determined to make it work.
Well, I mean, when you talk about how do you defend against a team like Cloud9? One of the simpler answers, kind of more elegant answers, is just avoid being on defense. If you can keep the ball up, if you can be aggressive, force Cloud9 to play defense, do not allow them to have the opportunities to score. That's a good place to start, but very difficult to get to that point. So I appreciate Renegades going for the physical plays. We've already seen them going for the demos, but here on the other side as well, Cloud9 can pull off the demos as well. Gimmick getting Moses. Now into the middle, Torment. Lofting it towards Gimmick. Puts it onto the ceiling, Squishy airborne, and just uninterrupted. Dapper has to go for the long save, the long read to look for where the shot was going to go, instead of getting up close and personal. But the tight pass inwards, Torment again with a save to send it away. And the Renegades offense looking better than it has like all series, but right now the defense from Cloud9 just holding on.
Both these squads have had very good opportunities. It's just a case of who will break first. Torment's going to take the long clear with that. Renegades gonna have to try and play this smart. There is every opportunity for them to over-rotate.
Squishy up onto the wall. He'll look to touch it again. Keeps it away from Dapper and from Timmy now. Just Moses in the back. Can he buy time? He gets it past Squishy. An important touch there by Moses to avoid the inevitable goal. Cloud9, ball control in enemy territory has been the name of the game for them since the start of the series. This is the longest we've seen them go without scoring. So things looking better for Renegades. Again, the win. Oh, here comes Moses with a shot. It's high, and Gimmick will put it above Timmy. And you saw Dapper going up and pushing the goalie into the back. An excellently set up play, but again, the accuracy of the shooter hurting Renegades.
Yeah, but you can have all the great ideas in the world, but you have to execute on them. They simply didn't, and now they find themselves on the back foot against the Cloud9 offense.
Past halftime here in Game 3, nobody scored yet. What has been the cleanest game so far from both sides. Here comes Torment, though, in and around the last. You saw the one mistake in the box, and Cloud9 capitalizes.
Oh, it's just heartbreaking to watch whenever you're on defense. Dapper, he took a time, he took a breath, and Torment makes him regret it. You have to always be in a sprint against Cloud9 because they will go for everything, and they will beat you to most.
2:03 left to go. Dapper now airborne. Could tie up the game. Doesn't make the contact. Squishy past Moses. Dapper being bullied the midfield. Timmy moves out to the corner. Torment cycling over to the side as Gimmick will get it through one. He now moves up into the middle. The pass in front of the box to get it away from Dapper. A beautiful setup by Gimmick. 2-0 Cloud9.
Yeah, but this positioning is absolutely criminal there from Renegades. No one held back. They got magnetized. We're not even playing Rumble. No. And they just pulled themselves closer and closer to the ball, mispositioned. If anything went wrong, they were going to get caught. Something went wrong. They got caught out.
Now this next goal is critical. Renegades needs this to keep this game within reach. A 3-0 score margin from Cloud9. So difficult to come back from, especially when they have so much momentum on their side. Squishy could double tap this in, but misses the second touch. Moses to play it away. A goal from Renegades would keep it, knock it back down to a one-goal game, enabling them to play technically indefinitely.
I didn't want to bring up the stat for it, but Renegades haven't been back from 2-0 all season.
Now is the time to do it. They get a demo on Torment and net. Squishy plays it away. Now, an open backfield. Moses sends the shot up towards Timmy. His touch actually effectively clears the ball. With the final minute, Cloud9 trapped in their box right now. Dapper with an opportunity, but Gimmick's just there. He's so good at clearing the ball from his own box, even when the ball's momentum is going away from him. To get enough speed on the ball to send it out. Timmy in the midfield. The pinch from Dapper will go down the length of the field, but it is wide. With 30 seconds remaining, down by 2. Renegades needs to put it all together. A third goal would clinch the victory here for Cloud9. Clinching the sweep and clinching that top 2 spot.
It's been incredible this season for them, and they could finish it off. That's it. They're done. They're going to the World Championship.
Cloud9 going to sweep Renegades here on the cutting infield passes that have characterized them all season. The beautiful play from Gimmick, and that will do it, even if Renegades gets on the board here. I refuse to believe the 3 goals can happen in 13 seconds at this point. Cloud9, what a showing, what a season.
It has been ridiculous for them, and in their first real attempt of trying, they've gone from not even making it last season to league play. They're going to skip every single step in between that. They are going to the World Championships.
They joined the ranks of PSG from Europe after securing a spot in the World Championship. We will see them defending North America at that venue there. So I cannot wait to see how they perform moving forward. They're going to have, we get to see them play in the playoffs, but they are already in the top 4. It's crazy how North America is shaping up right now.
As the European, I look at Cloud9 and I go, this is the first major threat in a very long time that North America has produced. Remember, they won DreamHack Atlanta against very stiff competition. They took it over Gale Force, who's one of our better squads over in Europe. So the fact that they can take this season and not really look like they struggled. Yes, they dropped one series, but those sort of things happen. The fact that they've got such consistency is very dangerous and something that we haven't seen from North America in such a long time.
Absolutely. But, guys, we've been through 4 matches now. We've got 2 more to go. 1 more spot in the top 2 left to be decided here in North America. Who's going to get it? Cloud9? They've already got theirs. What about Ghost and G2? Going to find out soon. Let's head back to the desk.
Yeah, Cloud9 has to be feeling amazing about that. That 3-0 sweep, as they mentioned, secures their spot in the World Championships. Renegades, they fought. I felt like there were some close games there that Renegades, they had some chances, but ultimately Cloud9 just able to get that sweep. Let's take a look at the Mobile One high-performance replay and check out the highlights from that one, guys.
Game 1 was really the closest that Renegades got. Both of their goals happening in that game. They didn't score from then on out, but that moment, that was a moment for Cloud9. Had they lost that, it wouldn't have been certain that they're going to the World Championships, but they closed it out. They swept this series, and Cloud9, the first team from North America, guaranteed to go to Worlds.
Yeah, big congrats going out to Cloud9 after the very disheartening situation that happened to them last season, able to come back and completely change the situation up, and a lot of it just has to do with that play. You heard the guys, Wildcaster, talking about it. Anybody on this team can be a threat, no matter where they are on the pitch, and plays like this from Squishy, using his other analog stick to check to see if that demo is close enough. He makes sure to see that awareness manually, and then just jumps and flicks it over the top. Squishy's insane.
Yeah, and then that save there, keeping that out of net. Torment was a brick wall, and then getting big goals in that final game as well. Really, everyone from Cloud9 contributing in this victory. They knew what they had to do, and I believed in them. I believe that since DreamHack, I'm a believer in Cloud9, and they really proved it here, securing that top 2 spot.
Yeah, for me, I like what they do on their team, and you saw it very minimally, but the subtle things like, hey, we're being contested. I'm actually going to power hit this back to my own net just to maintain possession for that extra couple seconds, just so we get another touch to follow up after it. Makes it very difficult for teams to come and play against them when you can't even get to touch the ball. Like, they control the pace so well on that squad. It's just, it's difficult, and I'm glad we've got someone that's going to make, you know, Shogun maybe shut up a little bit here and there about how NA's got a chance and all that kind of stuff.
Well, on that note, you know, the season has been building to this moment where we're trying to find the top teams in these regions that'll end up competing against each other. You know, seeing how strong Cloud9 has been, and we've been watching these European teams play all season long. I got to ask you guys, where do you see them stacking up right now? Like, how good is this Cloud9 team, especially compared to the group over in Europe?
I think that Cloud9 legitimately has a shot to take the World Championship. They are playing like a World Championship team. They proved it in the offseason. These guys are absolutely insane, especially Gimmick. I thought he played very well. His passing play is really all of Cloud9, just phenomenal. Their awareness of not only where their teammates are, but where their opponents are on the pitch is just at another level. And you pointed it out with Squishy using his camera to whip it around real quick to just see if he has the space. All of the players for Cloud9 are that good.
Yeah,
it's impressive. I cannot wait to see them on the world
stage.
there's
been a lot of talks about, like, is NA able to compete with the EU? Has it closed the gap? And you really start to see it in these top tier teams where, you know, Cloud9, G2 is starting to be in that conversation again. You look at Energy. All of them are kind of in that same area, and they bring in some good level of competition. You saw that they're able to handle that pressure really well on a LAN environment in what we've seen is probably the most prolific LAN with all the competition that was at DreamHack Atlanta. So it's really exciting to see what they have going forward, and I think they're going to give a real challenge. I can't wait for a match between, like, Cloud9 or Method or PSG, because that's going to be one for the record.
Yeah, well, and then, you know, Cloud9, they're playing NRG a little bit later today. Yep. Which is important for seeding points right now as far as the playoff picture is concerned. Where it all laid out. Cloud9, they've got top 2. Now, either G2 or Ghost will be that top 2 spot from this next match. But I want to point at Twitter really quick. Seeing a lot of congratulations from all across the pro scene towards Cloud9. So just great feelings all around. Specifically, Torment from Cloud9 saying, "We clinched top 2. I love my team." And then we had a really simple tweet from Gimmick. I think, yeah, he just said "Landboy."
He's not much of a
not one for words.
Of a tweeter.
No.
He doesn't like
to himself.
Too much.
Keeps it to himself.
And I'm looking out for Squishy Muffin's tweet. There it is. It just 43
Squishy
seconds
Muffins
ago.
just says,
43 seconds ago, fresh off the press with a 3 over Renegades. That means you'll be seeing us at the RLCS Grand Finals. Love my team and how far we've come. Feels good. Those are words from Squishy Muffins. So huge congrats to Cloud9. How do you think those guys are feeling right now?
They're feeling on top of the world because, again, if you were following last season, Team Iris, they had Lichinio instead of Gimmick. Everyone had them pegged at #1 in the world coming in. They failed to even qualify for the season. So to stay together, pick up Gimmick, and then just keep working towards, getting better, getting in the RLCS, and then accomplishing a DreamHack victory, and now the first team in North America to clinch their spot at the World Championship. They, and excuse my pun, they are on Cloud9 right now in many ways.
I'll allow it just because you're not Gibbs. So, but no, I mean, that story as a whole from start to finish is just really exciting to see how they've developed over. They had some issues where they're like, we don't know if Gimmick's going to be the right one. We are going to change it up a little bit, but to finally settle on that and have it pay off and put in all that work, and it's
Gimmick was a good pickup.
He's a great pickup. He's a great pickup. Like, he's ending in MVP, no problem.
And with this victory as well, NRG has no hopes of finishing in the top 2. With this Cloud9 sweep, NRG is just going to try to play to avoid Rogue. With the way FlyQuest played, I think it's safe to say that that's the matchup that you want to get. If you're a G2, Ghost, or an NRG, and you have to be down in that first round of the regional championship, you're going to want to play FlyQuest. So even though they're not finishing top 2, their matchup is still very important.
And again, it's the end of the season, end of the road for Renegades. They will be playing in the RLCS promotion tournament, but congrats to Cloud9. They're the story right now. Your first North American team into the World Championships. We're going to take another short break here, but when we come back, it is time for G2 against Ghost. Who's going to be the next team to qualify for the World Championships from the North America region? It's one of these 2 teams, G2 or Ghost. We'll be right back.